Hello, Miss. My name is Kistinah Yussof from the Faculty of Artificial Intelligence and Engineering, and I'm the group leader for Group 8. Today, my teammates and I will be presenting on our digital presence strategies for our business, EduBuddy. This assignment consists of 6 sections, namely, the introduction presented by Abdelrahman Hazim Mohamed, the brand identity and value propositions presented by Tan Wei Chong, the 5 digital presence strategies presented by Chiang the content creation strategies presented by Nurakmal Haqim bin Azizan, the visual representations of digital contents presented by me, Kistinah Yussof, and lastly, the conclusion, which will be presented by Mahmood, Shadi, Adel, Haidar. So without any further ado, I'll be passing on to Abdelrahman Hazim Mohammed, which will be presenting on the introduction of EduBuddy.
Hi, I'm Abdelrahman Hazim from Faculty of Artificial Intelligence and Engineering from Group 8. Today I'm going to be introducing you to EduBuddy. In today's fast-paced learning culture, not everyone learns the same way or within the same time frame. Many students with ADHD, autism, or dyslexia are left behind in traditional education systems. That's why EduBuddy was born. It's not just about tutoring. It's about giving personalized support that adapts to each student's pace and style, making learning less overwhelming and more approachable. Values, objectives, and target audience. EduBuddy is built on 4 key values: enjoyment, encouragement, accessibility, and personalization. Our goal is to reduce the anxiety many students face and instead build confidence by tailoring the learning process to their needs. EduBuddy especially aims to support neurodiverse students, like students with ADHD, dyslexia, and autism spectrum disorder. Also, international students with language barriers, non-traditional learners, and those without a strong support system. What EduBuddy offers and its strategic fit. So what exactly does EduBuddy offer? Think of it as an academic companion, providing custom study plans, one-on-one guidance, and global tutor support. But we also go beyond tutoring. We engage with educational influencers, content creators, and use digital strategies to create a community around learning. Everything from our brand identity to our content and visuals is designed to be inclusive, engaging, fun, and empowering.
I'm Tan Wei Chong from Faculty Artificial Intelligence and Engineering. Brand identity and value proposition. The identity brand is EduBuddy. The slogan is EduBuddy need in for every learning need. EduBuddy is specifically designed for everyone who needs it according to their respective needs. For example, for students with ADHD, autism, dyslexia, or other neurodevelopmental disorders. EduBuddy brand image. It contains meanings that describe red is attention, memory recall, and high alert like executive function. Blue is analytical thinking, concentration, and creativity like working memory. Yellow is optimism, logical thinking, and motivation like sensory processing. Purple is imagination, introspection, and spiritual insight like emotional regulation. This application is designed for learners with different needs, such as ADHD, autism, dyslexia, or even from various disabilities. From these different needs, the way of learning is also unique, and the slogans are also specifically to motivate learners. Everybody stands out in the crowded edge and neurodiversity space by combining cutting-edge science with heartfelt design, tailored explicitly for ADHD, autism, and neurodiverse learners. Here's how it aligns every feature with its mission. The first, its objective, is to empower neurodiverse kids, ADHD, autism, by making it engaged, accessible, and emotionally safe, while giving parents and educators actionable tools to support growth. The second, EduBuddy achieves its goal for kids in playful progress, for parents, trust and transparency. For example, their child self-regulated 2 times this week. For educator, therapist, bridging the gap. This approach will work if it balances fun and function where children see it as play, not therapy.
Hello, Miss. My name is Chiang from the Artificial Intelligence Robotic, and I am Group A members. Today, I'll be presenting the 5 digital strategies for our app EduBuddy. What are 5 digital strategies? They are influencer marketing, platform advertising, short video campaign, accessibility features, and customer community building. Firstly, let us talk about influencer marketing. We are dividing it into 2 ways: influential disabled people and influential general people. First way is influential disabled people. Cooperation with influencers like some specialized to study learning difference. This creator can share 30 days progress update, show how EduBuddy structured plans and sensory-friendly interface to help neurodevelopmental disabilities and decrease anxiety and increase attraction. Second way is influential general people. The challenge let general influencers simulated neurodivergent learning experience. This immersive plan promotes public understanding, while showing EduBuddy adaptive features, such as timers of customizable for hyperfocus management, and text-to-speech with pacing control for dyslexic users. And then our second strategy is at our platform selection and ad formats. We will advertise in a few platforms such as YouTube or social media, Facebook, Instagram, and browser like Google or Edge. In social media, we will use the carousel ad can show the real student testimonials and add short video customized with the app's focus mode featured or text to fit for those with dyslexia. Search and browser ad, we will bid on keyword like ADHD study tools or autism-friendly learning app to capture high-intent search. Then in YouTube, we will have a skippable in-string ad. Contain the educator explaining how EduBuddy to decrease classroom conflict. Like make example, my student with ADHD can complete target 40% faster after using EduBuddy. The third strategy is short video campaign. The participant will record short video attempting to complete a simple task, like solving a puzzle or just reading a passage under a simulated neurodivergent condition, such as ADHD mode, distraction, in example like flashing light, loud background noise to disturb or impact to complete target, or dyslexia mode, text appears scramble or mirror made activity, or sensory overload mode. Sensory overload mode and will over maybe is a coupon or free member for our app EduBuddy. Next is accessibility features. Make build accessibility features to help special group like dyslexia support. EduBuddy uses the open dyslexic font with weight later bottomless to avoid character flipping and swapping. Our integrated text-to-speech function can read content aloud, while dynamically highlighting each word to create a multi-sensory reading experience that increase comprehension and decrease fatigue. 2 is ADHD accommodation. Focus mode. Hide the distracting element to streamline the interface. This function will help users to keep attention on the target at hand. We strengthen positive learning habits through a micro-reward system, like after you finish one question, we'll get a medal, that provide encouragement for completing small mission, turning productivity into engaged experience. Third is Austin spectrum features. Understanding sensory sensitivities. Our sensory filters provide users with a set to disable animation and switch to muted color scheme. Structure schedule break target down into clear visual timelines and predictable steps. Decrease anxiety and increase target management for people who are in the habit of routine. The fourth one is personalized learning profile. Every user can save their preferred accessibility setting in customizable profile, whether it's font choice, color scheme, or notification preference. This profile remembers each individual optimal learning environment across all devices. The last strategy is customer community building. First is social media community hub. We will maintain active public group across major platforms like Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, serving as dynamic spaces for neurodivergent learner and their support network. And this group facility like peer-to-peer knowledge sharing. Members exchange personal learning strategies or coping techniques and success story. Or resource distribution. Our team regularly posts accessible learning materials, announcement the upcoming webinar, and exclusive app feature previews. Then is moderated support. Licensed special education professional hosts monthly Ask Me Anything session to provide expert guidance. The open nature of this group ensures discoverability for new users while allowing caregivers and educators to observe community interaction before committing to the platform. All content follows strict accessibility guidelines including. Next one is real-time Discord engagement. The other app is okay, but I choose Discord. Our official Discord server provides immediate connection point with dedicated support channel, instant access to everybody tutors and behavioral specialists during peak study hour 3 to 9 p.m. local time, and neurodivergent safe spaces, separated text or voice channel categorized by comfort level, and accountability system, study buddy machine bots and focus session co-working room with Pomodoro timers. And last one is exclusive perks, early feature testing opportunities and VIP Q&A session with our development team. Then my 5 strategies part is finished. Let's move to the next member.
Hello, my name is Nurakmal Haqim, and for my part, I'll be talking about digital content strategy. And there are 4 things to consider about when creating content, to us at least. The first would be the type of content, and since our branding is all about providing education to disabled individuals, the type of content we'll be making is educational content, and it's either in the form of images or videos, and the content will be about informative stuff, infographics, mini games such as trivia questions, crossword puzzles, or etc. And the second type of content we'll be making is promotional content, which is basically to promote our branding. So that is technically advertisement for spreading more awareness for our brand. And the next thing to consider about is the accessibility. Accessibility is how easy it is to access our content, and there are ways to help people who struggle with an everyday lives to access our content. So we will have different ways to caption our videos and text to provide alternate texting. And the next thing to consider about is where to distribute content. So this is basically which social media platform we're choosing to distribute content. And next thing to consider is when should we distribute our content. That is basically coming up with a schedule on when to release the content. So for digital content types, as previously talked about, the type of content we'll be making is educational content in either form of images or videos. And the accessibility part is basically how easy it is to access our content. And for disabled individuals who, for example, have schizophrenia, it may be hard to read text normally, so we would have to figure out a way, and one of those ways is by providing closed captions or alternate texting to our content, so it is more readable for those individuals. So for this slide, we'll be talking about on how to reach out to a wider audience or get more impressions. And one of the methods is to collaborate with an NGO or individuals who are already working in this field who is a well-known public figure, and that is because this collaborating with them makes us look more credible and more trustworthy, as we managed to collaborate with the people who are already working in this industry for quite a while. So that is one of the ways to actually boost impressions and reach out to a wider audience in this digital world. So this slide, which is digital distribution channel, which is basically where do we post our content on which social media platform. And based on a study that was done in January of 2024 by the WCG, it managed to conclude that the top 3 most used platforms to distribute content, at least, would be Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So for this slide, we'll be talking about practical content calendar, which is basically a schedule of when do we post our content. And we did research on this and find that overposting, or basically posting too frequently, may cause disengagements from the audience, as it may be viewed as too repetitive or boring. And since our brand is all about education, it makes sense to not post too much also in a week. So we decided to do 3 days, and the research also recommends that we start off with 3 days a week. So in a week, for doing it for 3 days, we will be doing it in alternate days, meaning that one day we will be making content, and the next day we'll be taking a rest day, and then the next day we'll be making content again, and so on. So you may see in the table below, or to my right, I think. Well, basically, the table is in the side. So Monday, for example, we will make promotional videos for advertising our brand and promoting it. And on Tuesday is a rest day. On Wednesday, mini games or all the educational content that will, as previously talked before. And on Thursday it will be a rest day, and on Friday it will be storytelling, which is known to engage with the audience more, as it may feel more relatable. And on Saturday and Sunday it's a rest day. Basically weekends are usually days off anyways. So that is for my part, and I will be passing it to the next person.
Hello, once again, my name is Kistinah, and I'll be presenting on the visual representations for EduBuddy, starting off with our logo. So our approach for our logo, just like with the rest of our visual representations, was to make it neurodivergent friendly, and we did this through the use of different colorful figures. So we have 4 different figures, and each figure represents a buddy. The colors that were used were red, yellow, blue, and purple. Red, which serves for the executive function and it increases alertness and boosts concentration. Yellow, which is for sensory processing and it serves for boosting brain work and activating muscle energy. Blue, which is for working memory and it regulates cognitive functions and improves focus. And purple, which regulates the emotional state and anxiety. Secondly, we have our landing page. So we try to keep it as simple and as user-friendly as possible, as oversaturating it with information could make it overwhelming for the audience, and that is not the values of EduBuddy. So a chatbot is available where users can chat with qualified licensed and therapists for advice before committing to EduBuddy. Different resources and approaches are available catering to different neurodevelopmental disorders. So resources for ADHD, dyslexia, dyscalculia, visual impairments, and other neurodevelopmental disorders are available. A download button is shown, which will redirect users to either the App Store or Google Play based on their device for the download of the EduBuddy app. Here is a closer look of what our landing page looks like. Now here's an overview of our app. So once the app is installed, the users will be prompted to creating a profile and take a test which identifies which study method fits them best. They will receive a personalized greeting along with a daily motivational quote, and also a ranking is shown beside their name. There is a dashboard which displays their weekly progress, and there are teaching plans that are tailored to the student's curriculum and are delivered at their own pace and intensity.
Each week, users receive a book recommendation completed with a suggested number of pages, which allows them to complete the book, as well as daily challenges to activate their brain power. So, the overall vision for our app is to keep it as educative as possible, as that is our purpose, but also to balance it with fun and interactivity. Now, for our social media profile, we decided to choose Instagram. So, we wanted to choose an app where constant updates can be posted and there is more user engagement. But also, our main vision was to get something that is user friendly. So, we chose Instagram as well because it is known to be the favorite platform for users age 16 and above. So, our Instagram feed was designed to be colorful yet simple, which creates an inviting and welcoming atmosphere. The fact that we are a verified account means that it enhances our credibility and it creates a sense of trust amongst our viewers. There's a link for the app which will redirect to downloads for those that discover us through our social media platforms. And then we have highlights, which they are of our user achievements and they're shared through our Instagram stories. And we also have highlights for feedback forms for user insights. Our posters feature testimonials, engaging visuals, promotional content for our brand, and informative infographics. And we also have a dedicated Threads account, which is Instagram's version of Twitter. And this is made for community building mostly. And our updates are shared there to keep our feed uncluttered and to avoid overwhelming our users' algorithms. This is an example of what our highlights consist of. So, this is a feedback form to know if users are satisfied with our app. We also kept the DMs open in case they want to suggest how we can improve the app. Now, for our marketing content, we decided to implement merchandise, promotional posters, and informative illustrations. Our marketing content is promoted through our social media, and we mainly post it on our Instagram. And merchandise is elusive to benefits such as student discounts. Posters contain any raising doubts which teachers, parents, and guardians may have, and informative illustrations serve to educate and intrigue our target audience. Lastly, we have our interactive media. So we wanted to create something that will make people stop and stare. So our digital kiosks are not your ordinary kiosks, as EduBuddy contains interactive quizzes and challenges. Street trivia or interviews are conducted, and if answered right, then the interviewee will be awarded with free merchandise. Billboard signs when driving past can easily be spotted. So, all of our interactive media can be found near shopping malls, schools, and public transportation, which are areas where our target audience is mainly located. Here are two examples of what our interactive media looks like. So, the first one is a billboard, and it contains a EduBuddy poster for awareness. And the second one is an interactive quiz on a digital kiosk found in a shopping mall. And that concludes my part for this presentation. I will now be passing on to Mahmood, Shadi, Adel, Haidar for the conclusion. Thank you so much for listening.
Hi, my name is Mahmoud Shadi from Faculty of Artificial Intelligence Engineering. EduBuddy is trusted learning companion for neurodivergent student, companions, empathetic branding, inclusive design, and digital engagement. Builds a strong community of students, parents, and educators. Driven by data, user feedback, and continuous accessibility update, catalyst for adaptive, inclusive, and empowering education.